Hi guys! Welcome to my channel. Wait, no, I don't say hi guys, I say hi girlies! Today we're gonna be doing a little like chit chat Q&A thing while I do my makeup. I have questions on my phone and I'll just be doing my makeup while like answering questions. So I hope you liked the video. And yeah, thanks. Just enjoy. I'm just starting off with my foundation, but one of the first questions I got was, do you have any recommendations for voice training, slash tutorials, lessons, etc.? This question was an interesting one. I get asked this a lot. Personally, you can't, like, hormones don't change your voice. Only like a surgery really would. I find that working in retail for 2 years helped me kind of like change the pitch of my voice. But I wouldn't say that my voice changed overall. It's more of just like finding like a tone and a pitch, because it's really not possible to like fully just like change your voice by like training it. You have to have like a surgery, which a lot of people do. But personally, you don't need to do that. Like there's no, like you don't need to like feel that level of like fitting into the like cis community to feel like you need to change your voice. Next, I'm just going in with some concealer. And one of the next questions I got was I scared to come out and to start my transition? I think everyone's scared, even no matter how supportive a group of people around you might be, it's still terrifying. It's a huge change and a huge step for someone to take. So yeah, I was really scared. I knew that I had a really good support group of people in my life, especially friends, and then my family I was like pretty certain about. But it's still scary. You always encounter people that aren't as accepting. But at the end of the day, they don't really matter, and you're still valid, blah, blah, blah. Like, you can't let one person or a couple people bring you down. But yeah, I was really scared, but I had a really supportive group to like back me up. So the next question is, I fully want to understand the pronouns of my sibling, middle of his transition, and I don't know what pronouns to use. Do I call them him, his, she, them? Ask them. One of the biggest things I wish people would have done in my transition when I started was just ask me questions. As long as you're not asking really invasive personal questions, especially if you don't know the person, most trans people don't care. Like personally, I'd rather have someone, especially if it's someone I know, like a family member or a really close friend, just ask me the question. Because I find that going around like asking someone else or not asking and just staying clueless, like I find was really, really pointless. So most trans people, especially if you're friends with them or family, they will have no issues with you asking questions like that. It is more of a respect thing to ask them, because I personally can't answer a question like that, but just ask them. They should feel comfortable. I'm just gonna do some freckles using my Kimchi freckle pen while I answer the next Oh, my videos are just gonna be full of me not being able to talk. Is it possible that I might lose friends if I come out? What was your coming out experience? You probably will lose friends. I can't recall like any specific person that I like lost in my life. I definitely had people that treated me differently. It really just depends on like the people around you and how much they really care about you. Because I found at the end of the day, even if I had friends that didn't understand, they were still there for me and they still wanted to like be my friend and like be in my life, etc. You shouldn't be afraid of that, because at the end of the day, you don't want those people in your life anyways. They're not going to do you any good. What was my coming out experience? I came out in high school. And overall I had a really good experience with it. Most of my friends were really, really accepting and inclusive. I think at that point I already filtered out a lot of friends in my life that I knew wouldn't be supportive of decisions that I made, because I got into makeup before I started transitioning. So it kind of was like just people showing themselves the door already. I had a really good coming out experience and I'm super grateful, and I probably wouldn't go back to change a thing. The people that I like lost / don't talk to anymore, honestly don't really matter to me, and I don't give them the time of like thought of day. So time of day or even think about them. So I look a little crazy, but it will all balance out once we do the eyes and the brows, the highlight, etc. It will all start to make more sense. So just bear with me while we look like a little sunburn. I just went ahead and did my brows off camera using my NYX Lipton Snatch brow pen. These are my favorite. If you don't already know, I have plenty of tutorials. I'm not plenty, but I have a tutorial up using them on my Instagram as well. So if you want to see the exact tutorial, and if you guys want a brow tutorial more in depth on my YouTube channel, just let me know. But yeah, I just used these bad boys, and then I set it with the NYX brow glue. For my eyes today, I'm just gonna do a cute little rainbow moment. I'm gonna be using this BH Cosmetics palette and this Creepy Cute palette by Shroud Cosmetics. Voiceover Lily here. I'm a dumb bleep, and I also used a Sugar Pill palette, the Funsize one, and I used a Kimchi Chic Two Queens One Desert palette, just a few shades. All the products will be linked on the Instagram and in the description. While transitioning, did you ever feel grief for the version of yourself you were leaving behind? I wouldn't say I was leaving the version of myself behind at all. I'm pretty much the same person, personality-wise. I'm just identifying more with my mind, and I wanted my body to match that. In no way I feel like, did I really leave anything behind besides maybe like a few little like personality traits that I used to have. Overall, I'm way happier how I am now, but I still feel like me, and I feel like the person I was supposed to be. I just am able to express it a lot easier. Now I'm just going in with some yellow and kind of just blending that right on top of the pink. Now I'm just going to be going in with a like sky blue kind of shade. Do you understand your dysphoric feelings at first, or was it a long process? For the longest time, I just assumed something was wrong with me, and then like I was like with age, like with growing up, like it would get better. It really did, honestly, because obviously I figured out more about myself. But yeah, I didn't know what they were at first. I had no idea what the feelings I was feeling were, and like why I was so like just like not happy with my body and like not happy with who I was as a person. And the next question I got was, do you feel generally accepted and supported by gay, bi, etc. people, basically the LGBTQ plus community is what they're asking. And I'd say overall, yes. I have gotten some people specifically from like the gay community that don't accept me just because they don't understand it, etc., which I think is really weird, because for like the longest time we've all been fighting the same battle and just fighting for like the same acceptance. So yeah, it definitely happens. I don't get it a lot. I feel like nowadays it's a lot better just because trans people are a lot more talked about and we have a bigger platform to express and like talk about like trans identities. But yeah, it's definitely something that I've experienced, and I know other people that have experienced too. The next question was, how has / did makeup help you during your transition? I'm still technically going through my transition, also something I should add. I'm not really at the point where I feel like I'm like complete in my own words, I guess. But makeup's helped me a lot. I would say makeup in the beginning is what helped me understand let me rephrase that. Makeup has helped me find and express myself in like my new identity. I wouldn't say it was something that like was the reasoning behind it. It was more of like something that helped me express my feelings and like show basically who I am in like another way. But makeup has always been like an expressive thing for me, so it's something that's just been helpful like the whole time during my journey. And also it's helped me just like feel more comfortable in my own skin in ways that I probably wouldn't have without makeup. So that's like really, really huge and important as well.
I didn't mention this in the video, but here I'm just doing my like kind of like circular half cut crease shape. If you guys want a more in-depth tutorial on this, just comment below and I'll give it to you. In this next part, I just blended the pink and the purple back onto the half cut crease and then set it with like a matte white shadow.
Another question I got was, what is my opinion on labels? I don't personally have anything wrong with labels when it comes to like LGBTQ+, etc. I know a lot of people think that we just need to get rid of labels, but then we like continue to label things. So I don't know, it's like a very like weird topic. Like I personally don't care, like I'm trans and I like love that, like that's who I am. So it's not like, I don't know, it's really weird. Like people are just like, well, I want to be more than that, and it's like, well, okay, like that's great, you can be, but like you still talk about it, and you talk about labels and etc. and like labeling other people. I feel like that's one of the biggest flaws when it comes to labels, is a person will talk about like wanting to get rid of labels, not wanting to label themselves, but then label other people. So that's like my thing. I don't personally care. I'm trans, I know I'm trans. So yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and do some fun little liner action. I'm gonna do it just like sped up because I don't know what I'm doing sometimes when I do it, so let's hope it looks good.
After I did the green graphic liner, I actually went back in with a pink. You'll see it up here in this next scene. It was kind of hard to see, but I just like went around and like outlined the green a little bit.
Okay, I just went ahead and did some fun little liners using the Skedditbeauty Colorant Vessels in the shade 90s Baby and Game Over, little pastel pink and pastel mint moment. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye off camera, and we'll come back and finish up the look with highlighter, glitter, and lips. I went ahead and did my lashes off camera as well as finish the other eye. And now we're just gonna move on to the highlight and the lips and maybe some glitter if I feel like it. I don't have any more questions, so I think I'm just gonna use the rest of the video to just talk about basic, like trans stuff, my journey, etc. I started transitioning my junior year of high school, I think? No, I think my senior year. It was my junior year summer when I decided that I knew I was trans, etc. So I've been transitioning for a while. I started hormones about a year later, and I've been on hormones since. I currently do mine through injection, and then I take my blockers as a pill, of course. Sorry, now I feel like I'm like losing my train of thought. I get the lashes on. I put the lashes on and I just like enter this new world, and I'm like, who am I? Who am I? The transition has been pretty great overall. I really supported people in my life, really supportive. And it's just been like overall really good. Just lined my lips using my favorite Colourpop BFF Lip Liner. And I think I'm just gonna do a gloss. That's like my go-to lip, is like a liner and a gloss. Kind of boring, but like it's really easy and comfy. So I'm just gonna take Extra Poppin by Lime Crime. And we'll finish with the look, so I'm gonna go ahead and do my accessories, wig, and outfit like on camera, because this isn't complete until the full fantasy has been complete. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I'll be back. Okay girlies, this is the finished look. And if you guys have any other trans related questions or just any questions in general, leave them down below. If you want to see more of me, my socials will be linked. I'm on Twitch, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Twitter, I'm on everything, I'm on TikTok. So you can just follow those down below if you want to see more of me and more of my content. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and stay cute. Bye.